Yeah, so at the end, excuse me, somebody's talking. So I think at the end of these 5 days, the participants will lay a foundation to understand the importance of interdisciplinary research in addressing SDG related challenges, identify relevant national and international funding agencies that are supporting the SDG focused projects. And I hope that the participants will build academic and industry collaborations for sustainable long-term research impact. So I hope this is going to be a useful sessions for you. So since today is the first session, I will just share the schedule of all the 5 days. So today we will be seeing about IDR. So there are different types of researches. So we are going to give importance only to IDR, that is interdisciplinary research. So why we are considering interdisciplinary research? So we are going to see that. And on the next day, we will be seeing about funding agencies and schemes for SDG aligned research. And on the third day, we will be concentrating on proposal writing strategies for securing grants. Then on the fourth day, we will be concentrating on successful SDG projects, case studies, and their insights. And at the last, we will be concentrating on building research networks for sustainable impact. So altogether, we will be giving importance on how IDR is going to give us funding opportunities in mainly the SDG focused projects, right? So I would like the participants to be interactive. So whatever doubts or whatever you want to share, kindly share it in the chat box. So first, I would like to know whether can anybody tell me through mic how many goals are there? SDG goals are there? SDG goals, or at least you just share it in the chat box. Yeah, 17. So yeah. So among the 17, we are mainly using only 4 to 5 goals. So can anybody list out the goals? Please don't refer the net. So just list out the goals, what and all you know, what and all you're aware of. You just list it out in the chat box. Along with the SDG number, you just give the short form and you just give it that what number is that? Zero hunger. So what number is that?
2.
Any other goals? Yeah, 2, right? Any
no
other?
Poverty, 1.
Gender equality, no poverty. Just share it in the chat box.
Education, SDG 4.
As a quality education, it is SDG 4, right? Share it in the chat box. 13 is climate change. Any other SDG goals you're aware of? Primary education. So, right. So first, before going in depth into the topic, first I'll just tell about the SDG goals. So there are a set of 17 global goals adopted by the United Nations in 2015 with a target of 2030 to address various global challenges. So I'll just mention the short titles of the 17 SDGs. Since we are academicians, we are just mainly concentrating only on certain goals, and we are trying to publish papers and do our research work only on certain goals. But the remaining goals are all also of equal importance, and they can also be given equal importance in research work by doing this interdisciplinary kind of research works. So as the sir said, the first SDG goal is going to be no poverty. The second one is going to be zero hunger. The third one is going to be good health and well-being. And the fourth SDG goal is going to be quality education. The fifth one is going to be gender equality. The sixth one is going to be clean water and sanitation. I'm just telling you the short forms. The seventh one is going to be affordable and clean energy. Eighth one is going to be decent work and economic growth. Ninth is industry, infrastructure, innovation, so all those kind of things. The 10th one is going to deal with the reduced inequalities. The 11th one is about sustainable cities. The 12th goal is about responsible consumption and production. And the 13th one we are making use of in the research, so it is climate change or climate action. The 14th one deals with life underwater, that is below water. And the 15th SDG goals deals with life on land. The 16th one deals with justice and peace, and the last one, 17. So 16 and 17, they go together. So the 17th one deals with partnership for the goals. So all these SDG goals actually aim to achieve peace and proper prosperity for the people as well as for the planet by tackling all the issues, that is issues like poverty, hunger, inequality, etc. So these are the aims of the SDG goals. So today we are going to see how we can, if we can just combine IDR along with the SDGs. So how it is going to be useful for us. Okay, that is what is going to be today's session. So yes. So this session will introduce the fundamentals of IDEAs. So we are going to explore how IDEA bridges the gaps between the disciplines to tackle complex societal challenges. Then we are going to give emphasis on addressing the SDG goals, and we are going to delve into the approaches, examples, challenges, strategies, everything that IDEA is facing. So I hope by the end of this session, we guys will be equipped at how to initiate and collaborate on interdisciplinary research projects aligning with all the 17 SDG goals. So first, going in depth into this, can you tell me what and all the types of researchers are available? Today we are going to see about interdisciplinary research, but can anybody share in the chat box that what and all types of researchers you are aware of? There are different types of researchers. So can you just tell me what and all types of researchers? Descriptive research is a methodology, right? So descriptive and brief research is a methodology. I'm asking about types of research. Any other types? Qualitative. So qualitative, quantitative, and this qualitative, quantitative, everything comes with the methodology we are going to use it. Fundamental, basic and fundamental research. Okay. Any other thing? Yes, participants, please just share your thoughts. Experimental. Okay, then.
Applied research.
Applied research. Analytical research, exploratory research, diagnostic research. So these are the things which we have just gone on: longitudinal research, latitudinal research, vertical, that is going through one-dimensional and multi-dimensional research that deals with the direction of the research, right? Interdisciplinary research, that is what we are going to see, right? Anything else? Yes. So this is the perspective of us about the researchers. So what and all you have shared now, intradisciplinary research, right? So what and all you have shared out just gives us about the, it's not actually about the types, it is about the various methodologies that we are making use of research. So actually research is, it is actually termed into 4 types, right? I just share it to you. Yes. So these are the 4 types of research approaches. So what and all you have shared, everything comes under these major 4 types. So the 4 types are monodisciplinary, multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary, and transdisciplinary. So these are the 4 types of researchers. So in today's session, in all the slides, for each and every definition and for each and every keyword, I would have given an example with you so that you can associate the keyword along with the real life applications. So wherever I'm just terming a keyword, I will be giving you a real life example for you. So it will be easy for us to connect it. And by doing our research work, it will be easy for us to choose the discipline that will be useful for us in the research work, right? So first, let us go into monodisciplinary. So monodisciplinary is the research that deals with one discipline. That is what we are commonly doing. So since I'm a mathematician, if I'm just dealing with all mathematical problems, solving equations, and if I'm just using all the mathematical methodology like quantitative methodology, then obviously it is going to be a monodisciplinary research. The next one is going to be multidisciplinary research. So multidisciplinary research actually involves bringing together multiple disciplines to address a common topic or a problem. But here, each discipline will work independently or it will be working in parallel. So usually we used to get confused with the words multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary, and transdisciplinary. So multidisciplinary, in short, it means that different fields contribute their expertise side by side without deep integration of the methods or concepts. So that is going to be multidisciplinary, right? Here, each discipline works on its parts separately, and the results are brought together at the end to provide a more complete picture. While transdisciplinary research, that is the last one. So here it goes beyond interdisciplinary research, because as I said before, interdisciplinary research is one that we are going to combine different disciplines together. While transdisciplinary also, it goes beyond interdisciplinary research. It integrates academic research with non-academic knowledge. So non-academic knowledge in the sense like industries, local communities, policy makers. So these categories come under non-academic knowledge. So this transdisciplinary research integrates academic research with non-academic knowledge to solve real world problems together. So it is not only just combining the disciplines. We can just, in short, we can tell it as co-creating knowledge with society. So transdisciplinary is somewhat more advanced than interdisciplinary or multidisciplinary, because here academic as well as the non-academic people are going to combine together. So in short, if you want to explain, it means we can explain interdisciplinary as collaboration between different academic fields, while transdisciplinary as collaboration between academic and society. So to generate more usable knowledge for everyone. So that is going to be transdisciplinary. So first we should always remember there are 4 main types of research approaches. So what and all we are telling it as qualitative or quantitative or any kind of research, they do not come under types. They are the methodologies that we are using in these 4 major types of research approaches. So I would have shown this diagrammatically also just for your understand. So here, see, I have shown multidisciplinary research. So here, different research works are involved. So each of them give their contributions to one particular problem. For example, nowadays, the big problem that is in limelight is traffic control, right? So as a mathematician, I can study traffic control using my mathematical applications. A computer science staff can study about traffic management by using machine learning or artificial intelligence, right? So here we are combining mathematics as well as computer science staffs, and we will be showing the results. But here our works are not combined, just the concept. The problem here is a common, but it is going to be, mine is going to be on my mathematical way and the computer science staff's way is going to be on his way, his methodology. So this comes under multidisciplinary research. So interdisciplinary research is somewhat advanced to multidisciplinary research. Here we will be combining everything, all the concepts, we will be combining it and we will be giving the solution, showing that by combining all these things, the solution is much more better. So that is going to be interdisciplinary research. While transdisciplinary research, here we are not going to combine the disciplines as a whole. The discipline may be 1, 2 or more, but we are going to combine many issues and we are going to follow one discipline or many disciplines, and we are going to give some real life solution which the society is facing. So transdisciplinary research is going to deal with that kind of problems. Right. So now we have come into the main topic. So what is interdisciplinary research? So as I said before, it is going to be the integration of knowledge and approaches from different disciplines to solve complex problems. So there are 3 main characteristics in interdisciplinary research. So the first one is that it is going to be an integrating part for theoretical frameworks. And the main other characteristic of IDR is that it combines different methodologies, and IDR helps to solve real world and complex problems. So let us see that with example. Now see here. So what is meant by integrating theoretical framework? So IDR brings different concepts and models from different fields. For example, I have shown an example here. It combines psychological theories of behavior with economic models of decision making in consumer research. So consumer research is a problem research work that economic faculties or economic researchers are doing. So if you are going to just combine the psychological theories of all the participants or all the individuals that we are taking in the data set, the results will be more effective and it will be very widely used for the society. Then by combining methodologies, that is here also I've given an example, by using ethnographic studies along with statistical surveys. So here we are combining social sciences along with anthropology. And as I said, it solves the real world and complex problems. So like addressing climate change, so that is a common problem that we are facing. So for studying climate change, IDR is only widely used more than multidisciplinary research or transdisciplinary research. So can anybody give me an example in the chat box that there are different disciplines like mathematics, computer science, biology, social science, many disciplines are there. So can anybody tell me that any other interdiscipline is formed right now in this prevailing educational world? Before it was not there, but for the past 15 years or 10 years, it is there. One interdiscipline was formed. Can anybody tell me what it is? Can anybody tell me what it is? Collaborating with doctors, social workers, policy makers, and affected communities, that is going to come with transdisciplinary research. So as I said, AA usage. Yeah, AA usage. So AA usage, we are mentioning it, it is in computer science. So computer science with AA, that is a engineering course that is now available. Biotechnician. So Ambika has come somewhat near, right? So biotechnician. So biotech. Can anybody tell what is the combination of biotechnology? It is biology along with what? This biology along with computer technology. That's why this biotechnology has formed. Similarly, bioinformatics, right? Bioinformatics is a very famous subject that is coming into limelight. It is giving us more job opportunities. It is giving us more field or more open area to do research work, because it is a combination of biology as well as informatics, right? Computer science. So it is a combination of biology and computer science. So that is gave rise to biotechnology, as well as that came rise to bioinformatics. Food technology, right? That is also a division of biotechnology. Very good. Food technology. That's it. Economics and statistics, right? Yes. So now we can move on to the next one. Why interdisciplinary research is important? So there are four main things that IDR is solving. So that is, it solves complex challenges, innovations at intersections, supports policy and development goals, drives societal problems. So these are the four main points. So let us just discuss this with real life examples. So what kind of complex challenges it is solving? So as I said before, climate change. So climate change actually requires collaboration between environmental science, economics, engineering, and social sciences. So if all these four disciplines are collaborated together, a proper result for climate change can be diagnosed. Similarly, in healthcare also, medical science integrated with artificial science, and as you said, biotechnology, behavioral sciences, it all provides a better diagnosis and treatment. And similarly, in digital transformation, combining computer science with psychology, design, and business management gives us some impactful technological innovations. So thus, it is going to solve the complex problems. And then the second point is innovations at intersections. So the major breakthroughs actually happens at the crossroads of different disciplines, right? So as we said, biology plus by combining with computer science gives us bioinformatics. So this helps us to accelerate gene sequencing, personalized medicine, and it also helps in understanding the diseases by integrating different computational algorithms with biological data. Similarly, artificial intelligence is used in education. We are just known of that coined word, AI plus pedagogy, right? So AI plus pedagogy actually tailors learning experiences for students through adaptive learning platforms, because right now adaptive learning platforms is coming into limelight. So this AI plus pedagogy is playing a vital role in it. The third point is going to be supports policy and development goals. So this actually helps governments and organizations to design a better policy by providing a holistic view of problems. So how it is doing? So India's NEP 2020, right? This actually encourages this interdisciplinary learning at all education levels. Also the UN SDGs. So most of the SDGs such as good health and well-being or the sustainability cities, this actually fully 100% it requires interdisciplinary collaborations to study it well. Then the last point is going to be drives societal progress. So drive societal progress in the sense IDR is offering us holistic solutions that are sustainable, that are practical, and that are also inclusive. And also IDR helps us to bridge the gap between the academic research as well as it helps us to bridge the gap between the academic research and the real world problems. It also encourages our collaborative mindsets among the industry researchers like us, like the policy makers who are the non-academicians, and also the industrial peoples for the societal benefits. So that's why these 4 points play a major role, showing that why IDR is so important. Yes. So this is actually this practical roadmap. This I just took it from an interdisciplinary paper. So I just loved it very much. This figure, it is showing the details, everything much more clearly. So for interdisciplinary research, actually 3 phases are required. So the first one, it is going to be comparing the different disciplines. So here the geometric objects like triangle, square, circle, and diamonds are there, right? So here it indicates the different disciplines. And the word dark cloud. In the phase 1, there is a word called dark cloud. So this refers to the unresolved challenge that can be encountered through interdisciplinary research. That's why they have made use of the word as dark cloud. So see, in the first phase, all the 3 disciplines, here they have used 4 disciplines, right? Square, triangle, and some shape of a rhombus, and also a circle. So 4 disciplines, all the 4 disciplines, we are just comparing how we can make use of the 4 disciplines to solve a particular problem. So that is why they have mentioned here as an informal meeting. So that is not going to be a formal meeting. We are just going to collect many research problems. We are going to redefine it, and all the disciplines will come to a common agreement that this is going to be the solution that we have to arrive through our methodologies, and we have to combine our methodology. We have to integrate our methodology, and we have to form a new methodology to bring some fruitful solution. The solution should be reliable, valid, and also the solution should be novel, right? So then we move on to the second phase. In the second phase, we are going to understand the disciplines. So if I'm a mathematician, I'm going to understand. If you're a biological person, I'm going to understand your discipline. How you are going to solve this kind of problem. How I'm going to solve this kind of problem. Another computer science stuff, how he is going to solve. So how we can form a new methodology. So that's why the combination is showed in the second phase. And in the third phase, they are thinking between the disciplines, and the interdisciplinary project is now evolved. So thus a successful interdisciplinary work will be coming. So this diagram shows a practical roadmap for interdisciplinary problem solving. Now we are going to come how we are going to connect IDR with SDGs, because right through for all the past 10 slides, I just said you the importance about why interdisciplinary research is more important than the other 3 types. Why we are going to combine IDR with SDG goals, because all the research works are there. We can combine anything with these 17 SDG goals. Why we are giving concentration only on IDR rather than multidisciplinary or transdisciplinary. That's what we were concentrating. Now we are going to see already many of the researchers have combined IDR along with the SDG goals, right? So now we are going to see how they are combining this IDR with SDGs. So as the SDGs cannot be achieved by individual developments working in isolation. So that is the slogan that SDGs is following. So interdisciplinary research is not only beneficial, but it is also plays a meaningful and achievement role for SDGs. So we are going to see how it is going to do it. So here I have shown some real life examples that is already the research work that is prevailing. So disciplines such as medicine plus artificial intelligence plus public policy. So all the 3 are of different fields, right? Totally different fields. So all the 3 are combined as an IDR project, and they are make using of the SDG 3. So SDG 3 is good health and well-being. So this SDG 3 is made use, and a project and a result was obtained, right? So what was that result? So AI powered disease diagnosis platforms integrated with public health policies to improve healthcare delivery in remote regions. So this is a very, very high prevailing project that is right now it is happening. So many international funding agencies have provided fund to this. So in the upcoming sessions, while we are going to talk about the funding agencies, so we will be aware of this. And the next one, physics plus engineering plus economics plus environmental science. We can combine all these 4, and we can make use of the SDG 7 goal, that is affordable and clean energy. So the project that has been done is that development of cost effective solar panels by combining material science, economic feasible analysis and environment impact studies. So see here, this project, it covers all the different criteria and it is giving us some fruitful result, right? So when we just go through this result, we will be able to not only the cost effective solar panels, but we will be able to make use of how this analysis is economically feasible and how it is giving a good impact to the environment around it, how it is going to give a good impact to the atmosphere around it. So this is going to make use of that SDG 7 goals. And obviously we will be using SDG 4 goals, quality education. So quality education, as I said before, ICT plus psychology plus pedagogy plus linguistics, everything can be combined and a project can be designed. So I have given an example here, designing digital learning platforms that incorporate language learning research and cognitive psychology to improper educational outcomes. So this is also a project that is coming in not so well developed countries. So they are expecting projects like this because countries like in depth of Africa, so these kinds of countries, they are expecting us to solve some projects based on this SDG 4. Yeah, so in this slide, I have showed you the combination of different SDGs. So we can also combine SDG 16 and 17, so that by combining these two SDGs in our research work, we can just give some strengthening policy impact, right? So here I have showed an example for that. Sustainable energy policy developed through collaboration among engineers, economics, and legal experts. So similarly, we can also combine SDG 3 along with SDG 13 and SDG 11 because sustainable cities involves climate action and it also involves urban green spaces. So we can also combine all these three SDGs, right? So in this slide, I have just shown you how the different SDGs can be combined with interdisciplinary research work and we can just combine into a fruitful project work. So seeing about case studies is going to be, we are going to see different case studies in one of our section. So here I've just given a list of case studies that was at the late of after 2020 that evolved. So COVID-19 pandemic response. So in order to study about the COVID-19 problem, statisticians along with policymakers, technologists and epidemiologists, all the four of them combined together, they did many interdisciplinary research and thus the vaccine was developed, right? So the disease spread model was actually formed by combining all these four disciplines and thus the disease spread model was developed and a vaccine was developed. So COVID-19, the study of the COVID-19 pandemic was actually a full and full interdisciplinary research work. Also right now the smart agriculture innovation initiatives is coming into limelight. So here we are just combining agricultural sciences along with IoT and data analytics, right? So all these three disciplines are combined and here we are making use of SDG 2 as well as SDG 12. So these are some prevailing case studies that is making use of interdisciplinary research. So if you're going to just combine your research work with another discipline, you can just go through this, have a glance of this so that it will be easy for you to contact those kind of researchers. Yes. So whenever we are going to follow some research work, first we should know the benefits of that research work and we should know the challenges that research work is facing. Then only we will come into some conclusion, right? So these are the main benefits of interdisciplinary research work. So interdisciplinary research actually allows the researchers to tackle complex real world problems that cannot be effectively addressed within the confines of a single discipline. So for instance, as we said before, issues like climate change or public health crisis or even urban planning and all, it actually requires insights from various fields to develop comprehensive solutions. Also, when individuals from different backgrounds come together, they bring unique perspectives and methodologies to the table, right? So this diversity of thought can spark creativity and innovation, so leading to some groundbreaking discoveries and solutions. Interdisciplinary research also encourages a holistic understanding of a subject by considering it from multiple angles. So this can lead to more robust and it can also lead to some nuanced findings that account for a broader range of factors and variables. And this research actually often has a broad societal impact. It can inform policy decisions. It can also address pressing global issues, and it can also lead to practical applications that benefit the society. So these are the many main benefits of interdisciplinary research. So then what is the challenges of interdisciplinary research? So first one is communication gap, that is communication barrier. So effective communication between the researchers from different disciplines can be challenging because many jargons may arise, methodologies may be different, and the research paradigms may be differ. So this may lead to many misunderstandings, and this may be an hindering point for collaboration, right? Also, resource allocation. So interdisciplinary research often requires more time, funding, resources than the traditional one. So single discipline research, it doesn't require this much funding or resources or more time. So interdisciplinary research always requires all these factors much more. So securing adequate support can actually be a barrier for the researchers. Also, many academic institutions and funding agencies still favor traditional discipline-specific research, right? So researchers engaged in interdisciplinary work may struggle to receive recognition or funding for their efforts. Also, balancing diverse perspectives and approaches within an interdisciplinary team can be a complex task. So difference in priorities and viewpoints may lead to conflicts if not managed effectively. In the rush to integrate various disciplines, there is also a risk of producing research that lacks depth or rigor. So researchers must be vigilant in ensuring the quality of their work. So these are going to be the main challenges that we are going to face in interdisciplinary research. So next we are going to see about the strategies for success in interdisciplinary research. So overcoming the challenges of interdisciplinary research actually requires careful planning and execution. So these are some main strategies to promote successful interdisciplinary collaboration. So in short, we can tell it that clear communication. So first we have to establish an open and effective communication within the interdisciplinary team, right? So clear communication is required. A strong leadership is required. So we have to appoint a leader or a coordinator who can guide the research project, facilitate collaboration, and who can also just mediate the disputes if necessary. So strong leadership is necessary. And the third one is interdisciplinary training is necessary. So we have to provide training and resources to help the researchers bridge the gap between the disciplines. So training in the sense like workshops, seminars, courses to enhance the researcher skills in understanding and integrating the different perspectives. So these kind of training is required. The next one is that flexible funding models is required. That is, the funding agencies should consider flexible grant models that accommodate interdisciplinary research projects. And the last one is that it requires a recognition and rewards, right? So this is what I have just made it here as a snippet. So academic institutions should actually revise their evaluation and give promotion criteria to recognize and reward interdisciplinary research contributions, because this may include by creating a specific tenure track for interdisciplinary scholars. So this will encourage them, and this will lead us to many interdisciplinary projects. So yes, so this session was actually a very much theoretical session, because right now we are just talking about the importance of IDR, because IDR is essential for addressing global challenges rather than other types of researches. And also IDR aligns with SDGs much more than other researchers, and it gives practical outcomes. And it also encourages breaking the traditional academic silos. And also I just want to say that institution researchers should actively promote ideas. So just make note of this. So these are the main tools and platforms that supports ideas. So all of us are aware of ResearchGate and academia. So in a previous session, along with NLD, I was talking about the platforms like this, I think in the month of February. So these are some main platforms that supports interdisciplinary research. So if you want to get mingled with researchers of other fields, we can just make use of these platforms. So Mendeley, so it is also nowadays we can just combine Mendeley along with Scopus. And Scopus and Web of Science, we are aware of these platforms. So these platforms helps us to identify many interdisciplinary journals. Right now, publishing in interdisciplinary journals gives us much more limelight. And United Nations Knowledge Platform. This platform helps us to align our work with SDG aligned resources. So these are some important platforms that supports interdisciplinary research. And these are some resources and references that we can make use for ideas. So NSF, we are aware of National Science Foundation. So this actually gives some guidelines on ideas. And also this work by Interdisciplinary Research Process and Theory. This work is very useful by Alan. He gives us a very clear idea about ideas. And obviously, ResearchGate is actually a very, very big interdisciplinary forum. We can make use of it. And as I said before, UN Sustainability Development Knowledge Platform. This is also a good resource and reference platform to learn more about idea. So yes. So that's for today. Any questions? So actually, I have just got a message of kindly maximize the slide set. You have to pin the slide, ma'am. If you just pin the slide, you will get it in a full size. Any questions from the participants?
Participants, if you have any question, you can unmute yourself and ask to ma'am, or you can write down in chat box also.